When you speak Japanese, do you ever wonder, am I saying it right? Or feel completely embarrassed because you're not really sure what you're saying? Well, don't worry because you're not alone. And the main reason why people are not confident is because they don't know how to use what we call verb tenses. It's saying things past tense, future tense, and then present tense right now, right? So once you master these, your conversation level is going to go up. It's going to skyrocket. All right. So my promise to you in this video is we're going to focus not only on actually memorizing the tenses, but using them in actual conversations. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to do that faster. Today's focus is learning verb tenses faster. All right. If you don't know me, my name is Narron, and I'm an interpreter here in Japan. And because I was born and raised here, on YouTube, I teach foreigners like you who work with Japanese people how to go from nervous to natural in Japanese. All right, so let's get started. Right now, you're probably learning one sentence or one word at a time. And honestly, guys, there's nothing wrong with learning one thing at a time. But the problem, like what happens, you end up not using that phrase that you learned. And there's a way to change that. There's a way to tackle this. So in essence, you can learn less and then memorize more. So we're learning one thing, but we want to, like out of this one thing, we want to learn 2 or 3 things. We can kind of branch out of this, okay? So that's what we're going to learn. So I call this new method the 1-1-3 rule. 1 sentence, 1 pattern, and 3 words. So we're not going to learn 1 sentence and then end it there. We're going to learn 1 sentence, look at the pattern, and then learn 3 more, 3 other ways to actually use it. All right. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. All right. I'm going to walk you through it. So don't worry. Let's get started. So here, I'll give you something easy. Okay. Let's say that you always wanted to ask your Japanese coworkers, how was your weekend? Obviously, a lot of you who come, who take classes with me, you're trying to talk to your Japanese coworkers. You don't know how to say anything, and that's a great thing that you're trying to learn. So let's just say that you're trying to ask this person, how was your weekend? This is a universally used phrase. You can use it with anybody. It's a great way to start, right? So here we need to know weekend and how was the thing. Those are the 2 things that we need to learn, right? So the first thing the first part is shumatsu. Weekend, we need to know it's shumatsu. And then how do we ask, how was the thing? It's どうでしたか? どうでしたか? This is our first sentence, right? So now we have 週末 and どうでしたか? Honestly, the 週末 part, the weekend part, it's a time frame, so we can always change that to like yesterday, last week, or last month. But the second part, like I said, is the pattern. I want you to notice どうでしたか is a pattern that we can use in any other situation, right? Any kind of situation. So let's not just finish our learning journey here and actually make it a habit to insert or learn like 3 new verbs using this pattern, okay? And here's the problem. How do we actually, you're a beginner, right? How do we come up with 3 different words or 3 different ways to use this with this pattern, okay? The answer is, guys, think about your situation. Think about your daily life. What's happening in your life? Do you actually have meetings at work? You can try saying, how was the meeting? Meeting どうでしたか, right? Do you have a Japanese spouse that actually works too? Try saying when he or she comes back, how was work? 仕事どうでしたか? It's your spouse, so you can make it like less formal, just more casual, but you get the idea. Just think about your situation. This is where you really need to get creative. You think you don't really know how to learn from scratch, right? But every single person has leverage, and that leverage is what you do every day. Rule number 1, like how to get ahead of people when it comes to Japanese, it's to find that one leverage and exploit it. If you have a spouse, think about what you always wanted to say to her or him, right? If you work with Japanese people, when do you actually feel the most like frustrated? Like you always wanted to say A, but you couldn't, and it ended up kind of being awkward, right? Come up with these ideas. You always have to, come up with these ideas. And so now you get the idea. It's 1 sentence, 1 pattern, and 3 different ways to actually use it, okay? Let's look at another example. So let's just say that one day you want to be able to give a presentation in Japanese. Right now, honestly, you don't know much, right? This is your situation or your scenario, okay? We have to come up with what you would say in that presentation first. So at my workplace, honestly, let's see. When I give presentations, I always thank my audience, right? For instance, for coming to that room in the first place. So thank you for gathering here. Thank you for coming here, right? So now we need to know how to say, this person took their time to come here and you want to thank them. So taking the time and also thank you, right? It's 時間取ってくれて, that's the taking time part, and ありがとうございます is the thank you part. 時間取ってくれてありがとうございます. This is something that you can say when you start your presentation. You know, this is how you can thank your audience. Now, if you noticed, 時間 is time and ありがとうございます is thank you, right? These are just simple words. And you can actually Google search, you know, if you don't know what the pattern is. Usually when you search 時間, it's like, or ありがとうございます, it's a word, so it just comes out. It's a Google Translate or just Google it. It's a simple word. Google will tell you that. Now, 取ってくれて is a pattern that we can use in other situations too. So I'll just give you a simple, like easy ass, really easy one. Okay. So if you want to thank someone for giving you some oranges, you can say, instead of 時間取ってくれて, you can say みかん取ってくれてありがとうございます. All right. So that's a really simple one you can use. If you want to say, literally, thanks for getting that reservation to your coworkers, you can say 予約取ってくれてありがとうございます. That kind of means like, thanks for getting her spot. You just saved your seat right there, right? I know, guys. Right now, you're probably going, it's going to take me so much time. But guys, it took me like more than 2 hours to come up with this video idea, right? In order to actually satisfy you guys, I take my time to do my homework too. So if you want to get better at Japanese, yes, it's going to take time. All right, I'm just going to get that out right now. It is going to take time if you want to improve your Japanese, but you got to do it every day. The one thing I'll say that if you want to improve, this is something you have to do. Take 30 minutes to 1 hour a day. Keep doing this over and over, okay? Think about, again, 113, okay? One sentence, one pattern, 3 verbs. I gave you 時間, みかん, and then 予約. These are the 3 things that you can use, the 3 words that you can use with this pattern, 取ってくれて, right? This is one pattern. So always think about this pattern, okay? This golden rule that I taught you right now is great because it works very magically with my students too. Anyways, guys, I hope you get the point. So the core message that I wanted to convey in this video is that don't just learn one thing and not use it. Learn one thing and absorb it by like learning 3 other ways to use it. Then you're actually saying it like 3 times, at least once per sentence, right? So you're learning 3 sentences. So your brain's going to remember it easier instead of just like what you're doing right now. You're probably learning one thing and never even using it. All right. So I really hope that you get this part, all right? And guys, if you have any questions, about like, oh, does this sound natural? Or like, am I saying it right? Just comment below. I can answer that for you, all right? That was Sean reporting from the Nagoya region. And I really hope that by watching this video, your Japanese is improving, all right? And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.